Sotto?
Right, good afternoon and welcome to our Matchday -1 press conference ahead of tomorrow's UEFA Europa Conference League round of 16 second leg against FC Copenhagen. We'll take questions from the floor. Who wants to get us started? Anyone? Yep.
Hi,
Please.
I'm Adam from the Danish news agency Ritzau. Last week it seemed like you were a bit surprised with the Copenhagen strategy, the Copenhagen approach to the game. Which kind of approach do you expect from Copenhagen tomorrow?
No, yeah, I was surprised, as I said last week, especially because I watched many games and they were off the ball, always defending with line of 4. And then against us, they were line of 5. Even the last game they played 2 days ago, they were again line of 4. So the reason why we were a little bit surprised was for that. But then we tried to adapt immediately. And tomorrow, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be in one way or the other way. We see tomorrow.
Andy?
Hi Enzo. May I ask about, I believe he's been out training about Cole Palmer. His stomach problems were big news at the weekend. Is he fighting fit again, ready to go?
Cole, Rhys and Christo today has been first session. Yesterday they were not here, and 2 days ago we had rest. And the reason why is because all of them, they had some problems. But today they were all back and they are all better.
So does it seem like there's been kind of an illness going through the squad, perhaps?
Yeah, probably, yes, I don't know.
Does that worry you for tomorrow, or is everybody okay?
No, yeah, as I said, yesterday they were not even here, all of them. Today they train with us, so they took part of the session, and we see for tomorrow if we're going to use some of them.
Just on a separate issue, there's kind of a curiosity around this game that if Tottenham win tomorrow and Chelsea win and both go through, you play your first leg of the next round away. If Tottenham go out, you play at home. So I'm just wondering if you're going to be a secret Spurs fan tomorrow. Because obviously it's usually the best thing is to play away for the first leg, right?
Yeah, but first of all, because it's an English team, so yeah, I hope for them. They play against? It's an English team, they play against the Italian team, they destroyed me in Italy. Yeah. So, yeah, no, it's an English club, so I hope for England that they go through that game. And yeah, as you said, probably you never know. Sometimes it's better to play at home, sometimes it's better to play away. So we just, first of all, we need to be focused on us and win, make the job, and then we see the next round.
Liam?
How difficult a balance is it in terms of your selection and your strategy dealing with the game tomorrow while also knowing that you have this massive game against Arsenal?
The priority is tomorrow. For us, the priority is tomorrow because it's the next one and it's the most important one. Then after tomorrow, we start to think about Arsenal. But for sure, we're going to be focused on tomorrow game.
Are there any players you think might not be quite physically ready for tomorrow but may be ready for Sunday?
No, the only one that is still injured is Malo Gusto. I mean, the only one, new one. Then Noni is still out, Nico is out, the rest they are still out. But the rest I think they can play.
How is Romeo looking? Just because he's been such a big player for the team when he's been...
It's much better. Romeo is much better. He's not in a Conference League squad, unfortunately. But yeah, now it's for him. It's more or less similar to Rhys James in terms of the main target for us. The main duty is to help him to be, fit until the end and play as much as game he can.
Over here, please.
Hi, Farzan from Tipsblad. Sunday, FC Copenhagen played a game against the lower team in the league in Denmark, and you said that you saw it. Could you use that game for anything? Because they played quite badly in Denmark in what we think was the game.
You mean the one that they drew 1-1, the last game? Yeah. No, it's a different game. Every game is different. It's a different game. Tomorrow for sure will be a different game. So I watched the game, but yeah, I think it's nothing to see with tomorrow game. It's different game.
So you can use it for anything? Or?
No, it's just we watched the game to see how they behave. But as I said, also I watched many games before the first leg, and then they changed completely the way they play against us. So we see tomorrow.
Peter?
Hi, Enzo. Can I just check on Nicholas Jackson and his progress? Is he on course to come back from international break or sooner?
Yeah, no, he could be back probably after the international break. Him, Noni also. This is a great news because, as I said, now before the international break we have 2 games, 2 effort, tomorrow and Sunday. And then finally we have international break. We can recover energy, we can recover players, and go for the last sprint.
Can I just ask about your style of play and just style of play in general, really, in the Premier League? Because it feels like with the Premier League today, it's a lot more high pressing, a lot more sprints. It seems like that's direction of travel is where we're going. A lot of transitional football as well. Do you think the game is changing from your perspective, and where do you see your style fitting in that? In those changes within the league?
But I think football always evolve, but then you can find team in the league that they just play in one way, or team that they play in different way. We have, I think, 20 clubs in the Premier League, and more or less we are all different. There are teams that they try to be aggressive and high pressing, teams that they prefer to sit back and go in transition. I think off the ball, the way we play since we started is quite clear. We try to be aggressive, and on the ball also we try to control the game and score when we need to score, defend when we need to defend. In this moment, I think we are the second or the third best attacking team of the Premier League. So that means that we are scoring a lot of goals. And defending also, we are there. But for sure, we can attack better and we can defend better.
In third row, please.
Hi, Christian from Danish Media Bold. You switched your goalkeepers sometime through the season, and last week you told us that you were going to start Roberto Sanchez in the game in Denmark. He also played against Leicester, if I'm not wrong. So can you say if Philip Jansen are going to be in the goal tomorrow, or if you're going to pick?
We see. To be honest, I didn't decide yet, and we have still more than 24 hours, and we can decide one of them. But as I said many times, they are both very good. So.
And just a question on Philip Jansen. Yesterday he was called up for the Danish national team. Can you say if you have been some kind of part in the process by speaking to the coach, Glenn Riemer or Philip or something?
No, absolutely.
How do you feel about him?
No, happy. Yeah, happy for all the players that they can join international team. It's nice. It's something good for them, for us as a club. So we are quite happy in that.
Kieran?
Enzo, how are you? Randomly, can I take you back to 2006 UEFA Cup and getting all the way to the final? You scored twice in the final, beat Middlesbrough. I was reading back about how massive that was for the club, for the players. It sort of, I think a couple of the players said it got you addicted to winning. Do you think the Conference League can be used similarly for Chelsea? But how big would that be for your players to go all the way in this comp?
It could be, even if I think Seville's history is very different from Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea is a club that every year they fight for, especially in the past, they fight for important titles, Champions League, Premier League, these kind of things. And it's a bit different from Seville, that was a club that they never won nothing until that day in terms of European competition. So it was the first one. And then since there, they won more titles. But for sure, when you start to win, it's something that you can be addicted. You can start to win. You enjoy how to win games, and hopefully can be for us exactly the same.
Just Liverpool PSG went to penalties last night. Do you bother practicing them out there? And if it comes to that, or you get penalty during the game, you get any sense Cole Palmer? I mean, I don't get the sense that he would be bothered by what happened previous. Do you think he'll be fine stepping up under that pressure?
Absolutely. I said after the game, Cole is going to miss more penalty. And the reason why is because the one in charge of the shoot penalty. If you don't shoot, you don't miss. So I don't have any doubt that in the future he's going to miss more penalty, but also he's going to score more penalty. And I don't think that the other day penalty affect him in negative way.
In the back, please.
Yeah, Zach from Disney Plus. You work with the two most promising goalkeepers in Denmark right now, Mads Hermansen at your time in Leicester and now Philip Jørgensen. Can you make a short comparison of the level and the attributes of these two players?
Yeah, both very good. Mats last year with us did fantastic season. Philip this season when he's playing is doing well. So they are for me both very good, both very young, because I think Mats is 25 now and Philip is 22 or 23. So I think Denmark, they have keeper for many years. They have still, the main one, but behind him there are two young keepers that they can be the future of the international team.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you. See you. Okay.